Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures from a very cloudy Yorkshire today, but very windy. I'm sat here amongst my pumpkins because I've returned, and over the last few days they've started to get powdery mildew on their leaves. Now this happens around the end of August, beginning of September on some pumpkin plants, and unfortunately it's attacked one of mine. However, there's a fantastic oil called neem oil and I've sent for some. And basically what you do, you dilute it in water and spray it onto the leaves, and miraculously in a few days they're back to how they should be. If they're too far gone, we have to cut them off, but it shouldn't affect the pumpkins. And in fact, here's a couple of pictures of the pumpkins, and they're doing really well. Well, enough of me today. Let's go to a few viewers around the country, but we're heading off down to London for two separate viewers actually. We've got Rick in London who's really proud of his tomatoes, and look at these, they're doing brilliantly well. So congratulations, Rick, on your beautiful tomatoes. And now we're moving across London to Amanda, and look, Amanda, and I'm really jealous, Amanda, because you've grown a cauliflower. Mine have gone completely to seed this year. I don't know what's happened with them, but I'm going to have another go next year. So once again, it looks stunning. Congratulations to you and your cauliflower. Now let's trip off, shall we, down to Hastings to see Katia and Sean and look at your selection of tomatoes. You've not as many as you had last year apparently, but look, they look delicious, and you've put them on a plate and it looks like a little bit of pepper and some salt, maybe drizzled with olive oil. How tempting do they look? Well, Sean and Katia, you've inspired me to pick some of my tomatoes, and another cucumber. It's amazing. But I've got these beautiful striped tomatoes. Now what's interesting about it is I thought they were going to be this big, and they've turned out to be this big, and they're absolutely beautiful. They smell delicious and they taste delicious. I'm very lucky. I've got all varieties, of course. I love these beautiful deep purple ones. They taste beautiful. I'm a very lucky allotment holder to get such a find and a hoard of all my tomato plants, and every day I come down I get some new ones. Aren't I the lucky boy? Now, just thought I'd end the show talking about the mildew that are on my pumpkins. And as I said earlier, it happens at this time of year because what happens is we get damper evenings and the leaves get wet. And of course, as it heats up during the day, it affects the leaves and they get damp and a little mouldy. And this happens throughout pumpkin growers. And so, as I say, we get the neem oil and we spray it on in a diluted form when it arrives. So fingers crossed it'll be here for tomorrow, and I can get it into the next video. Well, once again, thank you ever so much for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. Thank you for your photographs and the time you take to send them in to me. It's really wonderful. Thank you. Oh, by the way, the end of the sunflower growing competition is almost here. So get your tape measures ready, get your counting heads on, because don't forget the widest sunflower head, the tallest sunflower, and how many sunflowers have you got on one plant. Now, funny enough, in my old greenhouse this year, it's been a nursery. So that's where I've cultivated all my plants and sown the seeds and got them going. I've not been growing things in there as such. I had a look today, moved a few boxes around that had been stored. And guess what's growing there? I haven't planted them. The seeds must have fallen down. I have two beautiful sunflowers. Here's the pictures to end. And once again, thank you ever so much for watching today's show. Ta-da for now.